It has never been easier to create your own incredible looking custom neon style wall lighting fixtures, and while there are many generic options out there, the Govee Neon Rope Light 2 is the best, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm James Bruce, you're watching matteralpha.com, home of all things smart home with the new Matter standard. The Govee Neon Rope Light 2 is currently available in either 3 meter 10 feet or 5 meter 16.4 foot lengths. This is the longer one here, which I have on the wall, with an RRP of $70 and $100 respectively, but they're frequently on sale. And that's available in either black or white to suit your decor. It offers a number of upgrades over the original neon rope light, which I was already a big fan of. So briefly, before we jump into the setup, etc., let's take a moment to talk about what's changed from the original neon rope light. First and most significantly for this channel, of course, the Neon Rope Light 2 is Matter compatible. That's why we're reviewing it. That means as well as the standard Bluetooth and Wi-Fi control through the Govee app, you'll also be able to add this to your HomeKit, Google Home or Amazon Alexa, or all of the above effortlessly. If you don't know what Matter is, head on over to matteralpha.com and read some of our easy to understand introduction guides. Secondly, in terms of hardware, the silicon sheath around the LEDs now is much more flexible, meaning you can get more creative with your designs. And on top of that, Govee now includes a bendable metal clip in the pack, which means you can fix it into more extreme bends. To show you a quick example, this is what happened to our original Govee Neon Rope Light, the old version. We did a heart in our bedroom, and after a few months it sort of popped back in. The clips just weren't secure enough for that deep V shape. It was a bit too stressed. Meanwhile, we've gone pretty advanced for this one and made this cool fire shape out of the 5 meter length with a lot of bends, and I think it worked out really well. We also tried some pretty acute angles on this star. Lastly, on the software front, the Govee app now includes shape recognition, which uses the camera on your phone to learn what the shape of the rope light is on the wall, and then you'll be able to display effects that make sense in the context of your design. While you could easily have gradients or rainbows on the last version of the app, it didn't know your design, so it would only ever sort of follow the line to make the gradient, while with the shape recognizer, it can display a gradient, say, from top to bottom or left to right. That's actually a really clever feature that I want to geek out over, but I'm not going to because you probably don't care, and that's okay too. Included in the box is the rope light itself, coiled up and pre-wired with a controller at one end, so be sure to factor that power cable into your design. Then you have a power adapter, as well as a set of screws should you want to make things permanent, though a very small nail also works fine. And as I mentioned before, some bendable metal clips and some standard straight clips. So rather than one massive piece of sticky tape, which wouldn't work around bends anyway, you're going to use these clips, and you either screw those into your wall or you just use the sticky pad provided on each one. Installation is not exactly easy, but to be honest, the hardest part is coming up with a suitable design and planning it out to consider the exact length of the strip. Having worked out with a tape measure roughly, we ended up using a mini projector to put the exact shape onto the wall when we did the star. For this design, we went a bit more freeform. A couple of tips I wish someone had told me during installation: straight lines are almost impossible to do. Even with multiple clips, it will sag a little. Don't try to be too exact. If your design relies on exact, perfect lines, it will fail. Remember, flexible, flowy, free-form curves. If you can't find inspiration from the designs included on the app, then it's a good idea to also search for one-line art. You'll find a lot of ideas there. So once you're on the wall and plugged in, get the Govee app. If you don't already, log into your account and add a new device. You should see it listed automatically as you click the plus button. To then add your neon rope light to the Matter network, you'll follow a separate setup depending on your system. And sadly, it's a little bit awkward here. Normally, you would just scan a QR code which comes in the box. But with this, in order to get that code, you need to go into the Govee app, into the settings from the lights, into the Matter option, and then it's shown on screen. Of course, you can't scan your own screen, so you either need to save a screenshot and print it out, or save a screenshot and then copy the code number, because you can't copy it directly from the app, bizarrely. But that's what I did, and then you go in to add your accessory as normal, click My Device Isn't Shown, and then choose to paste in your code. Also, because this caught me out and I was waiting there for ages while it span around, you need to do this matter setup within 15 minutes of powering on the device. So if you've had it on, you're setting it up in the Govee app, etc., it's more than likely gone past 15 minutes. So what you need to do is turn it off at the plug and turn it on again and then go through the matter setup. Don't worry, it'll save your Wi-Fi password, etc. You just need to have done it within 15 minutes of powering on the device. Now, the Govee Neon Rope Light 2 does not run on thread over matter, so you don't need a thread border router. As long as you have Wi-Fi, it should be fine. But I have to say, my experience with thread devices so far has been that it's a lot simpler than this, and it would have been nice to have a printed copy of the code in the box. Now, matter isn't perfect, far from it. As ever, you're limited by the controls available through the matter specification for colored lights. So you get brightness and a uniform color selection for now, but for advanced effects, you'll need to export the scenes or stick to using the Govee app itself. This, for instance, wouldn't be possible through matter. I could make it red. So how does the neon rope light look in practice? It's absolutely stunning. The diffusion of the soft silicon is gorgeous. You don't see any of the hot spots where the LEDs are. And in the 5-meter model, that's 420 RGB IC LEDs. I don't have exact figures for the light output, but I believe it's somewhere around the 170 lumens per meter mark. Suffice to say, it's plenty bright enough on full to light up a small room. It will spread a lot of light around, but don't buy this as an ambient room light. It is first and foremost an art or logo fixture on your wall. Now, if you're using the Govee app, you get a huge selection of 64 ready-made dynamic scenes, including some music reactive ones. Now, while those modes certainly have their uses, for me, the ability to quickly switch it on and off via Siri or HomeKit is by far my favorite feature, as well as integrating it into home automation scenes. Now, one other feature worth mentioning for gamers or TV Ambilight fans is that these can be integrated into any of the Govee DreamView systems. This is where, as you can see, your lighting reacts to, say, the content of your TV or your gaming monitor. There's a couple of different ways you can do this, but one is the Govee AI Gaming Sync Box, which takes an HDMI signal, analyzes it, then accurately reproduces the colors on up to 5 different lighting fixtures. Alternatively, you can just download a free PC app, which does the same, although you may get a slight performance hit compared to doing it in hardware because, of course, it's capturing your screen and analyzing it. But if you set up a Govee Neon Rope Light design around your monitor, as you like this one, you can assign different sections of the rope light to reflect different sections of your screen. And I think you'll agree, the end result is really impressive. So yes, I can highly recommend the Govee Neon Rope Light 2. Although the RRP is $70 and $100, at the time of recording it's actually on sale for $50 and $70, so even better value. And there's frequent sales, but I think even without the discount, they're well worth it. Now, unlike a lot of smart wall lights where you have a limited choice of patterns, say straight lines or hexagons, I found the biggest problem with these is that you'll need to create a cool design from a single bendy line, which is actually harder than it sounds. We did go through a few different iterations with these and sort of tried it out and then decided actually that's not so cool, we don't want that one. But thanks to the super flexible silicon and the bendy metal clips, that's now easier than ever. And you won't be limited by the hardware anymore, just your own imagination. Thanks for watching. Hit like if this video helped you decide to buy the Govee Neon Rope Light 2. We'd really appreciate it, especially as a new channel. It tells YouTube to rank us a bit higher. So I'm James Bruce from matteralpha.com, and I'll see you in the next one.